Hello my crafty friends, this is Yolanda from craftysentiments.com, and I'm back with an alternative project for the July 2019 paper pumpkin kit. If you remember my earlier video that I did the kit called On My Mind, and it made 9 cards, 3 designs of each. So what we have here is what we made. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. So what we're going to do today, let me move these out of the way. We're going to create or recreate these cards. These were ideas that were part of the kit, that came in the part of the kit. So we're going to try to recreate this as best as we can. As you know, or maybe you didn't know, this particular kit, the July 2019 kit, coordinated with 3 different suites instead of our catalog, and they are the Woven Thread suite, the Garden Lane suite, and the Come Sail Away suite. So we're going to do that, but before we start with that, you're a little crooked, hold on. Okay, I had to fix the camera a little bit. I wanted to let you know about the August kit that is coming up, that you could actually subscribe to right now. The autumn kit is called it says get a splash of color with autumn colors, and it is a kit that you would make you'd make 6 gift bags with 12 gift tags. And this particular kit also has a coordinating bundle, an add-on bundle, and this includes 24 card bases where you make 2 designs of each. There's 2 different designs and 12 of each, and you get envelopes with that as well. Again, you can make it however you want to make it, or you can switch it up and change it around and do however you would like to do. But in order to get this add-on kit, you have to be a paper pumpkin subscriber, and you must subscribe for this particular kit and each month by the 10th of the month to get that month's kit. So if you want to get this particular kit, you need to subscribe by August the 10th. Now, for the add-on, these become available for you to subscribe to on August the 1st, or while supplies last. I'm not sure exactly how quickly they'll go out of stock. But Paper Pumpkin has become more and more popular each month. So think about doing that if you would like to subscribe. I'll leave a link below on how you can do that. And just get in contact with me if you have any other questions. So let's get started. I'll move this out of the way. And the first one we'll do is the Garden Lane one. So I have some of the elements here. I've cut them out just to make things go a little bit quicker. And what we've done, or what I've done, is, let me move this out of the way. We're using the card base from the kit and some of the elements from the kit. Now the papers that we're using is from the Garden Lane Designer Series paper suite, and this is basically the same, just the opposite side of that. This one is really easy to go through. To make. So we're just going to I'm making sure I put a lot of snail on here because this particular card has the texture and it's like little bumps, and we want to make sure that it sticks down perfectly. So we're going to guesstimate the size. Oh, that's pretty good. And we'll set that down, and we will layer this on top. We'll kind of center that. There we go. Now we're going to do a little bit of stamping on the tag, and this came from the kit, and I don't have the stamp set for the Garden Lane. I didn't purchase that one. So what I'm going to use is just a sentiment that came with the kit, the Paper Pumpkin kit, and I am using Garden Green. So it's a real simple. This one, I think it says, this one says Happy Birthday. I think we used that on one of the other cards, but if you have another stamp set that you want to use, you can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to use this one, and I'm going to stamp it down pretty much like in the middle. Cute. Set that aside. That's all the stamping that we have to do for that. we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. I think we use 4. Oops. This is a really cute one. And we'll peel the backings off. Just like that. Let's bring our papers back over here, our card. And oops, gonna do that upside down. That's not gonna work. I think we can layer that right there in the middle like that. And for our leaf, I'm just gonna add a little bit of snail. And I'm gonna go under, oops, gonna go under. Maybe I should go this way. I think I'll go this way, because I want it down closer toward the end. And we'll do this one as well. This one is kind of like underneath. So a little bit of snail with that. I think I'll put a little bit more under here, just so it'll stay down just a tad. And this one we're going to layer on top, and not the bottom. And we'll layer it like that. And there's a little bit of glue showing, which is should be enough for our little linen thread that I tied in a bow earlier, because you know me and bows, we just don't get along. And we're gonna crease this over, and there it is for card number 1, alternative project. How cool is that? Super cute. Okay, let me get the elements for card number 2. Okay, I have most of the elements for card number 2. I believe they're all here. And again, this one we're going to do coordinates with the Woven Threads suite. So what we have, I'm going to use is the terracotta tile and Sahara sand ink pads. I have the base from the kit, and I have some elements. Now this particular piece came from the kit as well. I cut a piece of the layer off. This is a tag from the kit, these 2 pieces. And this piece is from the designer series paper. And again, this is the back side of it. And this is the linen thread that I tied around my fingers, and then I tied it in a knot. And then I clipped the top part off, and the little loops, I clipped that off at the bottom as well. So we're going to move some things out of the way and get started. This one has a little bit of stamping that goes along with it. And again, this is what I use today. I use a sentiment thinking of you from the Woven Heirlooms stamp set, which is part of the Woven Threads suite. You know, when I first saw this, I was a little hesitant on it, because I don't really do a lot of vintage images and stamping and things, but it kind of grew on me, and I really like the sentiments. I like the delicate look of the sentiments, and they're really nice as well. And this is a clean rubber stamp, not a photopolymer, a cling mount. That's what I'm trying to say, cling mount. So this one does some background stamping. We're going to do that with the Sahara sand, and we're going to use the medallion that was in the stamp set for the kit. And it's just some random stamping. You can do as much or as little as you like. I'm kind of following the example that was on the paper. Now I'm through with that. Move that out of the way. Move that out of the way. And I'm going to clean my block off, because we're going to do a little bit of stamping with the terracotta tile. And there's 2 kinds. This one does some background stamping as well. And you can do as much or as little as you want. So really almost like tone on tone. And you don't have to do the whole thing because parts of it are going to be covered up as well anyway. So that's all of that. I will set that aside. And I'll set that aside. Next we're going to stamp the sentiment. And it says thinking of you. And we're going to do that in the terracotta tile as well. Now this is rather a large stamp on this label. So it might go off a little bit. Looks like it's going off a little bit, but that's okay. That is a little crooked. Not too bad. I'll leave it. Then they'll know it's handmade. So let's move that out of the way as well. And let's put our pieces together. And we're going to stick this down with some snail. Pretty much right in the middle of the card. Cute, cute, cute. And these pieces we're going to put snail all on the back of this because the other pieces kind of stick to it and layer up. So we have, ooh, can't pick it up. This piece here we're going to make it a little bit even like that, like so. Well, that's going to bother me now. It does look crooked. But it is what it is. And we're going to even that one up as well behind there like that. And then this piece, we'll put a little snail on that one as well. This one's a little bit crooked. Let me straighten that out. There we go. And we're just going to layer this up here as well. Now we're going to put some dimensionals all over the backs of these so they'll stay in place. And we're going to pop it up. I'm almost out of my dimensionals. I'm going to start using the sides because, you know, you need to use every little bit of it. Okay, that's good enough. Take the backing off. I'd love to see what other things you created with your kits. Why don't you just leave me a link below, and I would like to see what you all made as well. We're gonna layer that there, and for this I think I will need some glue dots, and I have them here somewhere. Well, what did I do with the glue? Oh, here they go. Stuff all over the place. You know what? I'm going to put layer 2 because it's kind of heavy. Layer on there just like that. And there we go. Card number 2. Kind of cute. Okay, let me get the things together for card number 3. Okay, for our third and final card that we're going to do today, this one coordinates with the Come Sail Away suite, and we are using a sentiment from the Sailing Home stamp set. Here it is. Love, love, love this one. It's not normally my type, but we use this when we were at On Stage. That's like the little Stampin' convention, and it grew on me, like this particular stamp set. So we're going to use that. In this particular one, we're also going to use some of the elements from the Sail Away. These are called Sail Away trinkets, and they are little anchors and wheels. I think it's just 2. There's the anchor and the wheel. So we have a couple of those. So so we're going to use that. And what I've done is I've taken the anchor and I've kind of sponged it with the Sahara sand to give it like almost like a vintage look, so it's not so bright. And I tied it with a little bit of the linen thread. It did say do a bow, but I just tied it in a knot. And I have some of the elements from the particular kit, as well as from the stamp set. So first thing, hi guys. I know it seems a little weird right now, but as I was editing the video, I realized there was a portion that got cut out, or I didn't hit record, or got deleted. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to show you exactly what I did, and then we'll pick up with the rest of the way. What I did is that I took a scrap piece of Whisper White, and I took these seashell, or whatever this is, from the stamp set, and I stamped it with Sahara sand, and then clean it off right quick, and then I stamped it again in Night of Navy. No. Balmy Blue. See? Silly me. So I stamped it in Balmy Blue, just like so. There we go. Move these to the side. And then what I did, instead of using the stamp pad, I got an aqua painter and I filled it in, because right here it's a little white, and I want it it's like a subdued background on it. So I want it just a very small amount of water, and I can tell how much is coming out, because I don't want too much, because I don't want to smear it anyway. So I'm just going to dab, and that's going to fill in the background a little bit, so it's not so white, but it won't smear. Let me make sure. Yeah, it's not going to smear the image. And I'm going to do the same with this one. All over. I feel. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these dry, and then I'm going to fussy cut them out. So that was one part that was deleted. The second part is that the background of the card. I have another piece of Whisper White that measures 4 1/4 by 4, and the back of the card, the background of the card has like a watercolor effect. I mean, you can use the Stampin' pads if you want to do that, but I decided not to. What I decided to do was use the watercolor pencils. The watercolor pencils, this is the watercolor pencils assortment 2. I think there's 10 colors. Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Cajun Craze, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Garden Green, Coastal Cabana, Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and Gorgeous Grape. So I'm going to use the Balmy Blue color, and I'm going to not too much pressure. I'm just going to go back and forth lightly, just a light pressure. Now the top portion, it was a little bit darker, then it got lighter, so I'm going to use less pressure on here. A little bit darker, that was up there, lighter here, and then even more pressure down toward the bottom, because it was a little bit darker at the bottom. You go and make it as dark as you'd like. Applying just a little bit more pressure. I'm using the side of the pencil, not straight down, but just the side of the pencil. And then we're going to take the aqua painter and lightly brush across it. Need a little bit more water. I'm just putting it on the back of my hand because I can tell how much water is actually coming out. And we're going to lightly wash it. You can see it kind of move. And you don't want a lot of water, because this is just regular Whisper White cardstock, and it will buckle a little bit. So I'm just going lightly over it, back and forth. Not much. And that's it. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to let this dry. And like I said, I was going to fussy cut these portions out after they've dried. And now we can pick up back where we left off in the video. Okay, I believe everything is dry now, so let's go ahead and finish our design, or their design. So the first thing we're going to do, one other thing, we're going to stamp some birdies on there. I've cut out the little shells, but I'm going to stamp these in Sahara sand. Make sure I got it the right way. There we go. We'll just stamp it like that. And we'll put this up. I think I got a little glue on me. We're going to pop this up on dimensionals. Whoa. You know, you could use the foam strips. I haven't used those in a while. I need to break those out and just have a long line of those. So we're going to pop this up on dimensionals. And we're just about finished. But again, take the rest of the elements that was in the kit and use them how you see fit. I have a piece of thick Whisper White that I'm going to burnish. And we're going to, oopsie, come on. Layer that up here, like so. Okay, and then we'll put these pieces together. So on here, we're going to put a little bit of snail adhesive on this side, and then we're going to layer our seashells. I guess it's a seashell. You tell me what it is. I'm not sure. And this is going to be popped up on dimensionals as well. I'll peel the backing off of this one. And the wheel. So we'll layer that there like that. We'll layer this on the top of it. And then this one, oh, I should have, not so quick. I need to put a little bit of adhesive at the bottom here and layer that right there. Now we can lay it back down. And this piece, this is a piece that was actually one of the cards. I just snipped off a piece of that. And this is a little too long. Let me shorten this a little bit. Get my paper snips and snip that off. Go back down. And then the last thing that we would need to do, oh, a couple of last things. Let me move that out the way. Where is my, here. We're going to put the snail adhesive on the anchor because it's really very heavy. We're going to put it on 2 spots to hold it down in place. Take the backing off. And we'll set this here, right there like that. And then the last thing we'll do is we'll put some of the sequins. We had a few of those left over. Well, I didn't complete the whole kit as was, so that's why I had some left over. And we'll put a few of these on here as well, and then we'll be done. How quick and easy is that? Let's put one of the lighter ones up here. Have a sticky paper. And there we go. 3 quick and easy cards that we use from the paper pumpkin kit as alternatives. Oops, upside down. So there we have it, my friends. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll be back real soon for another video for you. Thanks so much for stopping by. This is Yolanda from CraftySentiments.com. But remember, if you want to subscribe to the August Paper Pumpkin Kit, I'll have information listed below. Thanks so much, and I'll see you real soon.